Hello gamers! I'm recording this on my phone, so pardon the quality, but we're gonna be unboxing the Switch 2 today. I just ended up going in line, and it was pretty good, it was pretty clean. I was in and out of the store in 20 minutes, despite the fact that the line was quite long. I was technically the first person there that had a pre-order, because what they basically did was there was a lineup of people that pre-ordered the console, but in the same lineup there was people picking up the Switch 2 today that didn't pre-order. So the dude in charge of the store went through the line, grabbed up everyone with a pre-order, and a bunch of the people that were behind me actually just cut in front. So I don't know why people do that, but whatever, we got it. So I'm excited, and I wanted to do a quick unboxing video with you guys. I will say that most of the people that already have unboxing videos of the sort are more than likely people who stole a Switch 2. Because I'm pretty quick to actually getting this thing, and it's heavier than I thought. I mean, granted, this is just the screen and the actual Joy-Cons. No, my precious baby! Joy-Cons are also a little bit heavier than expected. And then we've got my digital download code for Mario Kart in this box, as well as the HDMI cord, the little Joy-Con, like, don't slip out of your hands thing. Meanwhile, on this side of the box, we've got the Joy-Con grip. So, funny enough, there's actually two versions of this. Nintendo specifically makes this piece of plastic to come with the Switch bundle, but then the version of this that you buy in store actually has a charging port on the top. So this one doesn't have a charging port. Kind of sucks because it means that the only way that I can reliably charge my Joy-Con 2's while I'm playing games is I have to have it plugged into the system, which we'll get into that in a little bit. USB-C charger, and then what the heck is this? There's like another thing. Oh, this is gonna be the dock. I'm stupid. I don't know why I didn't think that was a thing. And that's pretty much all the stuff that's inside the box. So we got the various wires and stuff, but let's take a look at the screen itself, which is a lot bigger than the Switch 1, as we've already seen with plenty of videos and so on and so forth online. So we got some fan, really nice, really slick. Looks beautiful. I almost don't want to touch it. It's got these little clip-on parts on the side that a lot of people were kind of bad-mouthing, but I think that Nintendo's designed it quite well. This, it doesn't clip, it just is like fully adjustable and stays in the position that you leave it. That's kind of nice, actually. But okay, let's take a look at the Joy-Cons. These are probably the most exciting part for me because they're so much bigger. They're so much bigger. It's really nice. Oh, it feels so smooth too. Yeah, the joysticks actually feel really good on the thumbs. I'm also curious about the sideways. This feels so much better. Not that I'm going to be playing most games like that, but let's try and do the iconic Switch thing here. Do I just clip it in and that's that? Whoa. Wait, really? I barely had to put any force to that. And that's it? And it's attached. Wow, that is so slick. And then we've got these little triggers on the back here. Ooh, oh, that's nice. That is genuinely, like I don't even have to put any force on it. Oh man. That's so cool. And then otherwise, yeah, the console looks fantastic. It's so much bigger. It is heavier than I thought, which thank God the controllers are a little bit more ergonomic this time, but I would probably down the line buy like some sort of third-party grip. Otherwise, it's big. Which way does it actually go into the dock here? I'm assuming this way with the screen out front. This is where I should be reading instructions. There we go. Yeah. Okay, screen on the outside. It's got like a little film on the inside here. I guess it's supposed to be like protecting the screen type of thing. Oh, lastly, I guess I should also open this, which just comes off entirely. That's a little surprising. So this is where the charging port and the HDMI goes. Well, I also wanted to try this, which, that's it. It just clips on and then there you go. Yeah, I love the ergonomics of it. It's very quick, very handy. Just snaps on and that's it. Oh, and of course I'm stupid. I should try it on this, which once again, it just snaps in super quick, super easy. This is not the most comfortable. I'll admit that, but I did buy a Pro controller, so I'll end up doing a review of that once I get my hands on it. Yeah, this is not it's not the most comfortable. This edge right here I feel is a little too sharp, so it kind of just digs into my hands while I hold it, and I think after hours and hours of sweaty gaming, it could be a problem, but whatever. So this is a little bit handy. This is the internet wire, right? And with the Switch 1, if you wanted to have an internet wire, you had to plug in this like additional stupid thing. It's like a actual like switch adapter. But this thing is modern and actually just has an Ethernet port. Thank you, Nintendo, for actually being competent. Now I gotta try and figure out how I'm gonna plug this in to the rest of my setup here. It looks more chaotic than it is. It's actually very well organized. Okay, I don't know how much of this I might need to cut out of the video, but I'm chilling with the Joy-Cons, got it all plugged into my TV and everything. The Americas, no, I'm Canadian, thank you very much. But I guess I'll choose Americas. I accept your user agreement. All right, internet settings. Let me set this up. It is odd that it's trying to connect to Wi-Fi when I do have a wired connection plugged in. There you go. Okay, so I just needed to scroll to the bottom and select it. About to download update data. This is the day one patch that allows the Switch to actually work. With a Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. You can adjust the stand. I already plugged it all in, so obviously I know how to do all of this stuff. I don't need an attachment guide, thank you. Choose style, you can change at any time. Cool, okay, there. So now we gotta wait for the update. Thankfully, I've got God tier fast internet. And we're already done with that. Console's gotta restart now. Okay, here we go. So this is transferring my save data from my Switch 1 to my Switch 2. Now the thing is, I already sold my Switch 1 the second they announced the Switch 2's release date. So I'm hoping that I can just download all of my stuff from my cloud server with my actual like online account. So in the meantime, let's just not transfer and add user, sign into Nintendo account. Okay, weirdly enough, they're actually having me scan a QR code. Now, while I'm entering this code, I wanna see, can I just mouse control instantly? Like, can I just, whoa, okay, that is very nice. It's not the best, at least not on the, what I'm using it for right now. And hey, there I am, sick. And if I wanted to add other accounts, which I didn't have any other accounts on the Switch 1 other than my wife's account, so I'll set that up later. I'm also gonna skip the parental controls because funny enough, I did get the parental app for the Switch at one point and I almost completely was locked out of my account, so it's terrible. No, I don't have the stupid Express SD card, okay? I still got my micro SD card that I unfortunately should have sold. Here we go. Beautiful. Now, is it going to just suddenly show all of my games? From here, you can re-download and play purchase downloadable games and content. Let's go. All right. You can see your virtual game cards on this screen. Purchase downloadable games will appear here. Select virtual game cards to load into the system. Once loaded, games will appear on the home screen. Okay, so basically this is like where it shows my entire library of games. Not necessarily games that I like have installed. Those will be the ones that show up on the front screen. Hell yeah, dude. See, I didn't need to transfer nothing from my Switch 1 to my Switch 2. Now, granted, I might lose some of my save files on these games, but I'm okay with starting again from scratch. Now, with all of that said, let me, I want to go through all of these different UI things with you guys, but I want to start downloading Mario Kart in the background. So I'm going to open up the Nintendo eShop. And I assume it's going to be a redeem code section somewhere in here. Enter your PIN. I have a PIN? Oh, never mind. It wants me to do this QR code thing again. There we go. Now we're in the store. Okay, cool. Kind of wish that we saw a Metroid Prime 4 release date, but whatever. The store looks a lot cleaner, but I wasn't able to actually like see any of this store stuff because I sold my Switch 1. I'm curious. 15 bucks? For the Tears of the Kingdom upgrade? Are you serious? I thought it was going to be like $30 based on what people were saying online. That's very reasonable. And then, yep, sure enough, right here where my face cam is the enter code. So let me just do that really quick for Mario Kart. Sweet. All right. So now that'll be installing, I assume, with the virtual card thing successfully loaded. Yeah, there we go. So now it's installing. So we basically already ended up going through the store. So let's go through some of this era stuff really quick, like the Nintendo Switch Online. Let's start enhancing your experience with the Switch 2, which is, yes, Mario Kart icons. I kind of want them, honestly. But yeah, so I pretty much already spent like all of my coins on Mario RPG backgrounds and stuff. Yes, I understand. I understand all of this. This isn't new to me. Thank you very much. I just want to see what these Mario Kart portraits are like. Okay, whatever. They're just not. Anyway. This is basically just the same old thing, other than the fact that it has like game chat and all these other things that you can order online. Whatever. Cool. Then there's game chat, which I assume would be me just setting up a room to play with my homies or something like that. Not that I know anyone who actually has the Switch other than my cousin. About game chat, with game chat you can chat with friends. Yeah, it's Discord. I understand. Game chat terms of service you gotta agree to. Okay, cool. To use game chat, you'll need to confirm your phone number via a text message. Why? Oh my god, another QR code. Cool. And it's asking me to re-enter my password. Dope. Okay, my phone is linked to my console, which I assume is how they can basically track people if they start doing naughty things. That's the main reason why they have this. Select friends to approve for game chat. None of these friends actually have a Switch 2 though. When using game chat, sign into your own account while using it. Please respect others or we'll report you and delete your ass. Okay, cool. Anyway, that's game chat. So now I can create a chat or check the chat list. Neat. Then there's the Nintendo News. I hope I don't have to sign into this one. Launch day games, as well as just showing Mario Kart stuff. I'm not interested in seeing any of that because I'm going to play this game after I'm done with this. But yeah, I'm also excited to see some of the day one updates for the Switch 2. Namely, you know, like the Pokemon update and a bunch of other games and stuff. All right, so then there's the album, then there's game share, controller settings, which this is actually pretty cool because they do actually allow you to adjust like the mouse sensitivity and stuff like that. And when you get a Pro controller, you can actually adjust the back trigger buttons very, very easily on a per game basis. And then of course, there's just the basic system settings, which is nothing that we need to go through today. Oh, except for themes. There it is. Oh my God. Oh, that's so much better. Woo! Sweet, dude. All right, I guess I'm gonna try and see if I can pair my Switch 1 stuff with the console. So let's try with my Pro controller. So I search for controllers and then I assume I just gotta hold the Bluetooth button on the top of the controller until it connects. Cool, the battery is completely dead. Well, that was funny. I have my Pro controller charging over there and then it just randomly decided to pair with the system. I guess it got just enough juice that it could pair. But yeah, and then it's instant. I can just already start using my Pro controller. Dude, that's dope. Anyways, a bit of a longer video, a little bit more of a deep dive. I gotta charge up my controllers and get things ready because Mario Kart is ready to go. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to doing some other weird videos like this. In particular, I wanna try out like Mario Odyssey, Pokemon, and just a couple other games that should have had a substantial free update. And knowing me, I will more than likely also pick up the update for Tears of the Kingdom at some point.